Welcome back to the Barley Lads. If you've enjoyed our content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to get notifications for when we post new videos like this. Today, we're drinking Woodford Reserve Double Oaked. This is Woodford Reserve Double Oaked, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey from the Woodford Reserve Distillery, Versailles, Kentucky. 45.2% or 90.4 proof. It's a non-age statement, but it's around 7 years as well as another year in a finishing barrel. $50 to $60 with a mash bill of 72% corn, 18% rye, and 10% malted barley. So this is Woodford Reserve Double Oaked. This is the standard Woodford Distiller Select Bourbon, but the difference is, and you can go back and watch that review if you want more history on the Woodford line, but what makes this unique compared to the other one is that this has actually been double barreled. So the double oaked in the name refers to the same 6 to 7 years that it spends in that first barrel. It is then emptied and then rebarreled into a new charred oak barrel. And so it is getting a second aging in new charred oak. So it's going to be a much darker color, but you're going to pull a lot more of those oak notes than you would from the original, because you're just getting basically twice as much of that oak influence. So this is going to be slightly older, usually around a year spent in that second barrel. If you can find it out there, there is also the double oaked, and those are special releases. But basically, it spends an extra year in that second barrel. What also makes those barrels different is that the new barrel that is being put in is being heavily toasted before it's getting that heavy char. So basically, it's going through a double flame. So that toasting, it kind of just heats up the wood and really starts to draw some of those sugars out of the wood to the outside of the wood. And then that flame, that fire, really chars it, and so it's getting even more influence from that wood than the regular Woodford Reserve, and also a lot of different bourbons on the market. You can find a lot of double oak named whiskeys, both Scotch, Irish, and bourbon, but typically those are finishing barrels. They're maybe wine casks or rum casks, things like that. This is different because, again, it's just that new oak that's giving it that extra punch of flavor. So and by far of the permanent line, my favorite of the Woodfords. So Woodford by itself, the Distiller Select, is already fairly mellow, but this just even smooths it out farther. Very rich smelling, dark fruit, caramel, a chocolate quality to it. Huge hit of vanilla on the taste. Almost a maple syrup quality for me. Not in the same sense of some of the cheap maple syrup that you get from a Canadian whiskey flavor for me, but very dark, rich, that grade A maple syrup, and a long finish where that it's almost like it has like a hazelnut quality as well, and it's fantastic. You are paying a premium for it, instead of $35, you're paying $50 to $55. Maybe a little higher than that depending on the market that you're in, but it's incredible quality, and you're expecting to pay more because it is using two different new barrels that they can't use again. Again, bourbon has to be new oak, and so this is just a quality product from a quality distillery, and you're going to enjoy this if you like Woodford products. So, thanks again for watching another episode of the Barley Lads. Today we've been drinking Woodford Reserve Double Oaked. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Cheers.